Hello everyone, welcome back to Potty Plant Entertainment. This is a video I didn't want to make um, because I don't want to talk about controversial things on this channel. I want this channel to be a place where people can go to escape from everything they see on the news and things. Um, but this news came out today and it really bothers me. So, in case you didn't hear, the Oscar Awards have come out with this mandate that's going to take place that's going to come into fruition in 2024, where in order to win Best Picture, the film has to have a certain number of minorities and women in roles, particular roles, and working on the crew. And the purpose of this is to fight against like racism and sexism, and it doesn't. This really bothers me. The reason why it doesn't combat racism and sexism in any shape, fashion, or form is because all this does is that if a movie wants to win Best Picture, they have to hire people based on their gender and race. And so, say I wanted this job. I'm a straight white male, right? Say I wanted this job, um, being like a part of the casting crew for a movie, okay? And I'm totally qualified for it. I'm the best person for the position. But with this new mandate, some guy who may happen to be black or Asian or some other ethnicity, they're going to get the job over me, even if they're less qualified because of their race. Or if I was going for this and I'm a man, right? They gave it to a woman instead because they had to give it to her because of her gender. The Academy fails miserably to realize that all this is doing is creating more racism and more sexism in the world. And movies are going to change, right? Because of all this political correctness stuff. Movies are going to change, and I don't think they're going to change for the better. I'm not a racist or sexist person in any shape, fashion, or form. I do not hold any prejudices against anyone because of their religion or ethnic background or whatever. But this is the most screwed up thing in cinema history. I don't understand their logic. So by oppressing men and white people, they're building up minorities and women. I guess in a way, yeah, but it's still racist and sexist. And so I don't understand how they feel like they're combating racism and sexism with more racism and sexism. And so I think the Oscars need to take a long, hard look in the mirror because this is wrong. This is wrong. It's bigoted and it shouldn't be allowed. We need to stand up against any and all forms of hatred, and this is definitely a form of hatred. I don't encourage you to go out in the streets and riot and things like that because I don't believe in that, but I think that we need to let the Oscars know that we don't stand for those kind of poor ideologies and that love and equality will always win. And we're not going to let them win. We're going to stand up and we're going to link arms. And we're going to show love and compassion. And I'm going to tell the Oscars this isn't okay. Because it's not. Any and all forms of racism and sexism are wrong. All. You also have to have some like LGBT people in there as well, which is just, to be politically correct and inclusive. But I mean, it's the same thing there. Like, a guy could get this job over me just because he's gay. Like, that's wrong. I feel like a person should get a job based on their qualifications, not their gender, not their race, not their religion, not their sexual orientation. A person should be hired and given a job solely based on what they can bring to the table and their credentials. I remember a few years ago, somebody had asked Elon Musk, why he doesn't hire more minorities. And he said, because I don't hire people based on that. I hire people based on their credentials and what they can bring to my team. And that's the way it should go. And so for the academy to act all like high and mighty because they think they're combating any and all forms of bigotry, well, they're not. They're hypocrites. And so I'm probably never going to talk about anything controversial on this channel again, don't worry. But I wanted to make this video. Regardless of what your ethnic background is, your race, your sexual orientation, it doesn't matter. We're all human, you know, and we should all get treated equally. You know, we all deserve equality, and this isn't equality. This is bigotry. And I think the Oscars needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror at themselves, because this isn't right. Thank you. I love you. Don't worry, I won't do this again.